Fortnite Showdown, aka Chapter 7 Season 2, soon to be known as Fortnite Shutdown. Regardless of what you call it, it is by far one of the better seasons as of recent. Looking at you, Shock and Awesome. From the interesting rivalry system, the new POIs, the new weapons, Ice King vs Foundation, and so much more. It is an absolutely top-notch season. However, in today's video, I'm going to be focusing on the Battle Pass, as it is by far one of the best passes in a while. Looking at you, Shock and Awesome. But in my opinion, I'd give it about an 8 out of 10. But anyways, you probably know from clicking on the video, I'm going to be ranking them. But it's not as easy as that. See, let me explain how this is gonna work. I split this ranking into a tier list. S being absolute masterpieces like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and F tier for being absolute ass like the Emoji Movie. Seems simple enough, right? I thought that too. Until I found out that there were a grand total of 27 styles for every skin in the pass, excluding the super levels. So yeah, this one took me a while, which by the way translates to please like and subscribe to support me and help me grow the channel and make good videos. But without further ado, let's jump right in with coming in dead last, and the only skin in the F tier is the Wrathful Ice King. I mean, you could probably see this coming. I find it very self-explanatory. I've actually wrote some notes so I can understand like what I'm gonna say, and for a Wrathful Ice King, let me see what I say here. Oh yeah, it's very boring, it's disrespectful to the OG skin, and the only thing wrathful about him is his awful taste in fashion. Jesus, I was harsh with that. But it's very true. In fact, I don't want to spend any more time on this guy. Let's move on to the next person.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
And that would be Boar's Jules at number 26. I'm going to be very honest. I really like the Jules skin from this season. I've always been a fan of the Jules skins. However, this skin is quite literally the most boring style, and the colors just don't really work. The purple and green with the silver hair doesn't work as best as they thought it was going to work. And it's just not very appealing to me. It's just not my type of colors. Which bring me on to number 25 as well, which is Turquoise Jules. It's the same thing as Bored Jules, just the colors don't really work. It's way too bland and it needed a lot more detail. What I would recommend, if Epic Games is ever going to watch this, is the pattern on the trousers I like, the camo. That's really clean, and I think that should have carried across the entire skin, like dark greens with orange. I think that would have worked better. And at number 24, we have the Ultraviolet Order.
Lightens a dark room like light from a window. Time to open the window. Oh no! Why? Why is this happening?
Surprise!
My eyes are on fire! Ah! Ah! Ah!
I mean, it's alright, like...
And kicking off the C tier, we've got Hazardous Elite Jules at number 23. I'm being honest, Elite Jules is one of the better skins in this pass, but her styles are just not that great. However, I will admit, I do like the colors on the skin. It's a nice homage to the original skin, and they work really nicely. It's just very bland like Turquoise Jules, just needs a lot more detail. Coming in at number 22, we've got a tongue twister here. It is the Golden Cold Exalted Ice King. My god, I'm surprised I didn't screw that one up. The only reason I have this higher up is because I am a sucker for golden black skins, and the golden black with the orange looks amazing, but the design is still bad. He's the Ice King, not the golden plain ass king. Also, side note, the name is way too long. I would have struggled. Luckily, I got it on my first attempt there. And number 21, I've got a bit of a hot take here, but that is the Order Reforged. I'm just gonna be honest, the armor just isn't working for me, if you know what I mean. It's too armory. It's very bland. It lost everything that made it interesting that was in the surveys. I'll put that up on screen now so you can see what I'm on about. But yeah, this is just not for me, and it's definitely a hot take. Speaking of hot takes, at number 20, I've got Lady Windfrost. Just like everything else I've said, it's too bland, and I'm gonna be honest, it looks like a knockoff version of Emma Frost. I'm super glad that they added the style for the ears, because now it makes her look more fairy-like. Because I'm gonna be honest, guys, on her own, it looks like a very bland, sweaty skin. No, like, it's not got any life to it, if I'm being honest, and it just needed a lot more detail to make it stand out from the rest of the group. And rounding off the C tier, at number 19, I have the Foundation Reforged. I'm gonna be honest, I like the OG style a lot better. The armor and the jacket just does not work together, and the gold does not suit the Foundation. He looks a lot better in the blue and grey and the red. Also, Team Ice King over Team Foundation, that's all I'm gonna say.
Every single thing in it is mid!
Alright, we are moving into the B tier now, and these are the sort of skins that I'm very mixed about. I can't tell if I dislike or like them, so I've got them in the middle. So starting that off at number 18, I have the Icebreaker Foundation. I'm gonna be honest, it looks really cool, but when I look too close at it, there's just too much going on that confuses my brain. The red damages the design in my opinion. I think keep it as just the blue and the blue ice. I prefer the other style, which is the Ice Touched Foundation, because it is a lot easier on the eyes and makes it look a lot cleaner. At number 17, I've got Dasha. Like, it's just a very basic skin, that's all I've got to say. The jumper is cool and I like the hair, but it's just not that exciting. I do like the little Imagined Order reference though, but that's all I've really got to say about this skin. At number 16, I have the Squibbly Chef. I just don't think it looks as well as the other styles. Like, the color choices just aren't the best for me, and if it's called Squibbly Chef, it needs to lean more into the chef title like Thunder did back in chapter 4 season 2, like maybe like a little chef hat or something like that. Just change it up instead of it just being a recolor. We've got too many recolors in this pass. At number 15, I have Dark Lady Windfrost. I'm going to keep this short. It's still basic and bland, but the black makes it look a lot more appealing and interesting. Coming in at number 14, I have the Stealth Tech Order, and you're gonna see a pattern here because I love the stealth tech styles. The colors are just really nice on this style. They work amazing. They are really appealing to me, and the armor just isn't the best. That's why I'm holding it back a little bit from being into the A tier, but overall just a very nice skin. Colors are absolutely clean. And number 13, I have the Auric Lady Windfrost. Is that how you pronounce it? I think it's Auric or Auric. But anyway, it's a great balance of black and gold. I really like that. It makes the skin way more interesting. And the change of the hair color really helps the skin. But it is still just a very basic skin. At number 12, I have Tactical Dasha. She's still basic, but the black works really well. I just think she just looks a lot cleaner. And finally, I have the Ice Touched Foundation at number 11. This skin just looks so cool. There's not too much on the eyes. Like, you know, it looks really nice. It complements each other. The blue eyes works really well with the blue armor, and the red on the visor is all the red you really need.
Woo! Yeah, baby!
Just cracking the top 10, we have Bugs Bunny. I'm gonna be honest, he's so high up because it's a bit of biased. I am a big Looney Tunes fan. I grew up on the show. I loved Wile E. Coyote and Bugs Bunny. They were always the funniest to me. But he looks incredible. The cell shading is amazing. They just translated him really well into the game. My one complaint is that he is a little bit too chunky for my opinion. If they wanted to do chunky, do big chungus, but just keep him a little bit skinnier. And he's also only at number 10 because he's just regular. There's not a lot of detail on him, and you'll see what I mean soon. At number 9, we have the Stealth Tech Foundation. These colors are just amazing. They are so much more appealing than the other styles. Just really clean. I love the purples and blues. Just a really nice combination. At number 8, I have got the June Squad Bugs Bunny. I'm going to sound like a parrot soon because I'm just going to keep saying the same stuff, but that's how good this battle pass is. It is just a really clean skin. The jersey looks absolutely amazing on him. It helps out the skin greatly, and it's just the same as what I said for the base style. Just a really good translation into game. At number 7, I have the New Classic Foundation. He's just really cool, really clean. The jacket is still a bit questionable, but the colors just really help out. Just the OG just feels great, but I'm gonna be honest, at this point, I would just use the original foundation if you had it, but if not, this is an amazing substitute. At number 6, I have got the Exalted Ice King, aka the first skin in the pass. He is just so cool. They cooked with his design. He's very menacing. He's just an amazing skin, and it's great replacement for anyone who missed the OG skin like me. He is just full of aura. He is just cold, all puns intended. And just missing out on S tier, I've got Squibbly at number 5. He is by far one of my favorite meme skins. I think he's the best one since Poseidon, and I loved Poseidon. He's just a really clean skin. I love the lore he has, even though it's not important to this tier list. He's just really good. I like him for some reason at all. There's no particular reason. I just enjoy him.
This right here is my favorite thing ever in the history of forever. I think about this every day.
Kicking off the S tier at number 4, I have the Auric or Auric Exalted Ice King. He is just amazing. Like, it literally blew me away when I opened that pass. I kid you not, my jaw literally dropped when I saw it. The smoke and glow just looks really good. As I said earlier, the black and gold is always amazing for me, earns them more points, but he is just so clean. He's super menacing, just a good way to flex that skin. It is so good. At number 3 today, we have Violet Boar Jewels claiming the bronze medal. It is just such a clean skin. I love the black and purple. Reminds me of the Storm. That was probably the plan. It is just perfectly balanced, and the glowing tattoos are just another cherry on top. But oh my god, when that mask goes on and the fire comes across the face, oh my, it's just sick. The skin's just sick. Super clean. Claiming the silver medal, which I can sometimes move into first place. It just depends on the mood I'm in. It is Dread Punisher Squibbly. This skin is just really cool and amazing. The purple and black is just gorgeous combination, and the ink of his body, oh my god, it is just super clean. He is a menacing skin, but it is just, yeah, I'm just blown out of the park. Like, yeah, you know, he's just such a great skin. I'm just running out of stuff to say. I'm just gonna say, just wear the skin, you'll love him. And finally, we'll move on to number 1, because as you can tell, Dread Punisher Squibbly is not in first place, and that is because in first place I have Elite Jewels, and this isn't even because I'm a sweat or anything. I just think it looks perfect. A great follow-up to the original, like the Homelander meme.
It was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
The black and orange just works so well. It does great honor to the OG skin. Great replacement. In fact, I might say it's even better than the original skin. Just everything works with it, and that is why it's at number 1 today. Anyways, that is going to be it for today's video. Here is the final list. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any ideas, let me know down below. But without further ado, I will see yous in the next one.